Welcome everybody to another edition of Dan the Grand Valley Railroad. Back from a couple of weeks of traveling around, doing some stuff, and back at the layout again. So but right back into trying to figure out why number 306 doesn't work right. Too much amperage draw. I just got back day before yesterday, so I haven't had time to take it apart or anything. But I have one more test that I want to do before I start breaking into it and changing out capacitors or trying to find a new motor or just totally tearing it apart. I want to take it over to neighbor Mike's layout. He's got much more amperage on his layout, and I want to see if it does the same thing on someone else's layout. So just to remind you guys what it does, so you can see the two GP38-2s are running, 315 and 307, and the system is pulling between 0.57 and 0.56 amps, so just a little over half an amp. With those guys running, the Cabooses have their lights going and their sounds coming out of these locomotives. So now if I start up number 306, and let's see, I'll get the headlight on, and it's a good time to do it right here while that train is there. If I just floor it, watch it starts to stutter, and look at number 307, it's doing it too. And then as soon as I kill the power to it and stop it, those trains go back to normal. 315 didn't seem to do that, but 307 did. So let's just try that again. I'll pull this back over here, and I'll wait till both these guys get right here, and then I will floor it again, and we'll watch what happens as that draws. And I was looking at the trains. I didn't look at how much the amperage draw was. I know I did a test earlier and it was well over 1.2 amps. So here they come. I'm gonna go ahead and floor it. Here we go. Look at that, 0.9. I saw 0.94, 0.95 amp draw. And look at both those are struggling, and 306 is struggling. But yeah, funny how both those trains, those locomotives, started stuttering too. So definitely some kind of draw on this guy. But before, like I said, before I just tear it apart and get into it, let's take it over to neighbor Mike's and see what it does over there. So we're over here at neighbor Mike's, and we're running on his layout. We've got 306 and 307 running in a consist, but we're testing it to see how they're speed matched, so they're not coupled. But of course, 306 is not acting up here on Mike's layout. So it's definitely, it has an amp draw, but because Mike's system has so much power, it's not an issue over here. But on my system, it's an issue. So I think I have basically two things I can do, and that is either try to fix the locomotive or add more power to my layout. And I think either one of those will solve the problem. As for running 306, Mike is running his military train here, army train with all the tanks, and it's a really long train, as you can see. And looks like we have a little problem, something uncoupled. So hang on, let's get that fixed. All right, Mike is over there getting it hooked back up, and I wanted to just show you the chains he's got on there, tying all the equipment down. That's pretty cool. So mine should be coming back over this way. We have trouble. Well, here comes mine. Oh, it coupled up with Mike's.
Hold on, let's do this. We'll drop it down so that So
and those can run in their consist, yeah.
It really is pretty good power. Oh, we got all kinds of problems now.
Oh boy, it's because we're filming.
So
all right, we've got them staged here. This one's coming around. We're gonna do a full speed run on them and see if we can get them to drop out. Yep, they're running nice and smooth together. Really well speed matched.
Yeah, you're already up to the top speed.
Okay, and that's doing fine.
Yeah, you got plenty of power. They're just running just smoothly as anything.
Well, that tells me it's a power issue, and again, that one Loco draws more for whatever reason. But I think that if I up the power to my NCE power cab, it'll eliminate the problem because it's not doing it here. So I went and got number 315 and we added it to the consist here, and we're just doing a speed match check, and they look pretty good. Look at that. Pretty good. So now what we're going to do, I also brought a couple of my Cabooses. We're going to use some of his weathered cars there and make a train with the 3 of mine in a consist, and just for fun, run them around. So that's what we're doing. We're having fun now. Playing trains. All right, my 3 are up and pulling. Just a short little, what do we have, 5 cars, but 3 Locos pulling 5 cars.
It's a motive power move. Power move.
Power move. Boy, that background looks nice with the fall colors. Yeah, there you go. Got a lot of tanks and trucks and armored personnel carriers and all right, back here on Dan's Grand Valley layout. That was interesting. So I do know that it works perfectly well over on Mike's layout, and he's got the big power supply. So definitely a power supply issue and a draining issue. So like I said over there, it looks like I either repair that engine or upgrade to the NCE amp booster, which they have. I'm going to look into that. But those 3 locomotives were running great over there. So, all right, well, that's all we have time for this week. I really thank you guys for watching, and all you new subscribers. We're really climbing up there. It's just awesome. I'm going to leave you at the end here with a couple of still shots from Mike's, one of his dioramas that he's working on. It's a 64th scale Bishop CHP office, and I'll put the link for where you can find it on Facebook, where he does that stuff. So those pictures are actually a combination of 187 scale and 164th in the foreground. So pretty cool stuff. All right, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next video. Take care.